we've been living here about 11 plus years. And in the first year or two, Seth moved in with us temporarily for a short while with his mother. And at that time, he was seeing things then. But we took it as he was seeing good things, you know, good spirits, good stuff like that. So that happened for a while. I remember one time when he thought he was acting like he was seeing my grandmother, but he never saw my grandmother. So he came into this room and he looked up at the picture. He goes, "That's all I saw in the room, my grandmother." So that was in the early stages, but it wasn't nothing bad then. Then he started having some major issues last year over at the Centennial Street with Ken and Sherry, his mother. And things started acting up in that house with him there. But that wasn't real. I'll bring it up to date now. Over here, about 16 months ago, maybe between May and July of last year, he'd be over here visiting. He used to be sleeping over our house. Then he just stopped sleeping there. He wouldn't sleep here anymore. He was seeing things constantly that was scaring him big time. He wouldn't go in that room. He wouldn't even go near that room. And that continues to this day. But anyhow, last September, about a year ago, he had some issues at home and different things, so we took him in here to live. And it hasn't been a good move because he's gotten even worse. He's going to be 12 years old in December, and he will not go into that room alone. He will not sleep alone. My wife has to go in there every night with him, as if he was a little baby, and go to bed with him. And whenever he wakes up, she sneaks out of the room, tries to get to bed, and whenever he wakes up, she'll go into the room running. He's like he shot out of a gun. He jumps out of that room, he comes running into our room, and he makes my wife go back into that room with him. She has to do that between 3 and 4 times a night, at least.
I'm Bonnie, and I'm Seth's grandmother, and we've been here about 11 years. And ever since Seth was a baby, I'm going to go back to when he was an infant. When he would come over and he would sleep over, he would be crying and screaming at night. He would wake up screaming like he was in pain, and we didn't know what was wrong with him. I said, "Sherry, you need to take him to the doctors and find out what's wrong. It might be something with his stomach." Went to the doctors, and there was nothing wrong.
When he was born, we feel something happened when he was born. It started to happen with him. And we always felt there was something there, and it just, now it's increased, you know, it's getting worse. I mean, it's even more so.
He would be laying in bed, and he would be playing peekaboo, looking in the corner of the bed, and smiling, and laughing, and playing peekaboo. Didn't think nothing much of it. Well, I did, but we thought it was my husband's Bubba, who had just passed away, and she used to like to play peekaboo with the babies. But he didn't know her. Then, when he was about maybe 2.5, 3, when he was speaking well, I'd be laying with him. Well, first of all, he would never go in that back bedroom or the bathroom, for that matter, by himself. We always had to go in there with him. So I'd lay with him in bed every night when he would go to bed, and he would say, "Nana, listen." So I go, "What's that?" He goes, "Can you hear it?" And I'd say, "I don't hear nothing, Seth. Listen." So I'd say, "Well, that's the heat kicking on, you know, makes noise." He goes, "No, not that noise. It sounds like Grandpa walking, but it's not Grandpa." That was one incident that he said that. There was just things that he would see and hear that I couldn't see or hear. I was in the bathroom, and he came up to me and he says, "Listen, Nana." And I go, "What's that? I don't hear anything." He goes, "Listen." I go, "Seth, I don't hear nothing." And he got mad because I couldn't. He goes, "They're talking, but I don't know what they're saying."
I do hear occasional voices here and there, but not. I've always had this little sense I can see some things and hear some things, but I'm not at that level. But I mean, I can hear some things. It's just a thing. So I have heard voices in the past. I have heard stuff like that. But it just goes and it's a quick thing. It's not something, you know, I can hear a conversation or something like that. I can just hear some rumblings and stuff like that. I've heard that in the past.
He was so frustrated and mad that I couldn't hear what he was hearing, and I felt bad. And I go, you know, I didn't know what to say to him.
But it was always a light he would instigate me. When I was sitting there, he looked that way. When he was looking at that wall, he'd be saying, "Don't you see it? Don't you see it? Don't you see the light there? Don't you see the light? Don't you see it, Grandpa?" I said, "No, I don't." He goes, "It's right there. It's right there." And he'd be shaking. He wouldn't go near it. He wouldn't go near it. He just wouldn't go near his room.
Seth says he doesn't have a problem anywhere else sleeping. It's just here.
When I was discussing the situation like that, and all of a sudden things started happening and stuff like that. Stuff disappeared. Pictures started to disappear, and a lot of stuff started happening, like in all kind of saintly objects started breaking in the house. Like I've had an angel downstairs that's been there forever. The other day that broke. The angel's head broke right off. The cross, that broke. All things started breaking. Everything religious started breaking in the last couple of weeks. And then this morning, I don't know, just maybe coincidental, there was a little figurine of a votive candle with the Jesus Christ on it, and it was in his room the whole time. She took it out of the room and put it in her room, in our room, and it broke.
Well, I went to dust.
Yeah, and the dust, and it just all of a sudden it broke off, and just the head of the Christ broke right off. So those are 3 instances that things that broke religious type in the past week or 2. Like he had therapists here, right, with him the other day, and 2 therapists come from the state, and they deal with him. I mean, in-house therapists, intense therapists, and they come upstairs. She goes, the guys to one of the therapists goes, I don't know what happened. I was near set, and we were doing something on the floor, and all of a sudden the angel's head broke right off. It broke right off. He came up and told me this. And then all of a sudden, I said, you better hope no bad luck comes to you. Just coincidentally, he goes out, he left his keys in the car. And so he couldn't go home. He had to call tow trucks, everything, this guy. This is when the head broke, the angel downstairs.
And the least little noise, he jumps out of bed, all shaken up. He takes a shower, he has to leave the bathroom door open and the curtain halfway open. He does not want the door shut when he's taking a shower. All lights on. When he goes from here to the my bedroom, the hallway light has to be on, the bedroom lights all have to be on. He does not want to have no lights off. He can go in my bedroom to watch TV, but the lights again have to be on the hallway, and that light has to be on. But he won't go downstairs either alone. I don't know why, but he won't go downstairs either alone.
And the theory by the doctors is just automatically give him more medicine in the past, and it hasn't worked. So we're trying a different procedure right now. These doctors that he's working with now, but he's never when I speak to psychologists and therapists, I compare it to an exorcist kid. He acts that way. He flips out. He'll start screaming, and you F this, and your mother this, and he starts screaming and stuff like that. Then when the dust settles, he's crying like a little baby. You don't understand why he said or did anything he did. You don't even know why he did. He doesn't even know what he did. That's all I can tell you.
And I know Sherry has 3 boys, and another boy slept over when he was about maybe 7, 8 months old. And Sherry says, oh, he sleeps through the night. Didn't sleep through the night. He was up crying just like Seth did when I used to walk the floor with Seth. The same thing. And then the little one slept over one night and said, now I'm laying in bed with him, and he goes, Nana, do you hear it? I go, hear what, Brandon? And he goes, listen. And I said, oh no, don't start all over again. He goes, it's a ghost. And then he'll put the covers up over his head.
I see some quick visions sometimes would go by, but I thought maybe it's all in my head sometimes when I see stuff like that. So I don't get too nervous about it. I'm not afraid of it, so I'm not worried about it. But I mean, he sees, I think it's something where he won't go into a room, at 12 years old, and he has to have his grandmother sleep with him. And it's not because, he won't go. We try to just stand our ground, and we go to bed, and we say, stay up all night. He won't go. He'll take a fit. He will not go in the room. And this has continued, happened, until recently, his aunt, who was here today from Rhode Island, took some pictures in the house and spotted some visions on the wall of a kid and a demon-type figure. And this is where we are right now. And there's been other little episodes that's happened also along the line, like we just found out recently when his sister stayed here one time from Virginia. She slept in that room, and she was laying there, and she saw like a gust of wind, and she thought the curtain blew out the window. And when she got up, she realized it couldn't be the curtain because there was a screen there. So the curtain couldn't blow out the window. So something else went flying through there, some kind of material type thing or something went flying through that window. And we just made this notice towards the other day herself. So it's just a daily thing. It's not something that just happens once in a while. He's in fear on a daily basis. I cannot leave this house like I'm running out of the house and leave him in the house alone. He won't stay in the house alone for the most part.
Ever since Seth was born, he's just had a lot of problems. So, I don't know. I can't explain it.
It's Saturday night, or actually it's probably Sunday morning by now, 12 a.m. September 26th now. And we're here to establish some sort of communication with someone or something that may be in this house. So Right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us standing in this living room, but if there's anyone else in this room besides the 5 of us, now's the time to make your presence known. Maybe there is someone here trying to contact us. If there is, we're open to anything you want to tell us. One thing you need to know is that we are friendly. We're not here to try and hurt anyone, and we're not here to be scared by you. So we just want to make contact.
Possible, like, is it possible is whatever here wouldn't show up as much without the kid here?
Oh, it's very possible.
You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, we don't want to bring him into this right now because
Yeah.
if he's the one that's being tormented,
Yeah.
we don't want anything to get escalated, and we don't want to cause anything to go into a worse direction. So what we're going to try and do is, if there is somebody here or something that's trying to contact through him or at him or whatnot, what we can do at least today is try and establish our own communication. Maybe it will allow us to communicate with it as well. We're not sure, but obviously that's what we want to do. We want to keep people safe too. If there is somebody here that can hear my voice, and if you want to tell us something or you want to communicate with us, please come to us, come to the sound of our voice. We have various pieces of equipment here that you may not be familiar with, but I can assure you that it's not dangerous. We are friendly. We don't want to hurt you. We just want to know what you want. So if you could come as close to the sound of my voice as possible and tell me as loud as you can who you are, please do. We may not be able to hear you now, but we could possibly hear you later when we play back our recordings. Do you have a purpose for being here? Is there something that we can do for you? Is there something that you want us to know?
As we said, we don't mean any harm. We're here to help. We're not here to harm you. If you could make your presence known in any way you see fit, if you want to knock on the floor, knock on the wall, or try turning the flashlight on. Any way you can muster some communication up with us would be good. Also, if you could give us a name, who you are, would be helpful.
Again, we're just trying to communicate with you. If there's something that you can tell us about you or why you're here, let us know. Is there something about Seth that interests you? Is there a reason why Seth seems to be affected by you more than anyone else here? Can you let us know that you are here?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard a thump or something.
No, it sounded like the floor creaking over there.
Okay. Again, if you can let us know that you're here, we need to be sure that that's you. We need you to make some sort of noise if possible. 73 degrees, 73.8, 74.1. Again, I ask you if you can hear me. Can you come as close to the sound of my voice as possible? If you can come as close to me as you can, there's a chance that we may be able to tell if you're here. We have a little light over here, it's called a flashlight, and if you walk or come near it as close as you can, you may be able to activate it for us, and it will let us know that you're here. You won't scare me. I'm willing to accept that you're here. But we need to know for sure that you are.
Now, if you guys, as well, if you hear anything like abnormal, like you know your house and the normal sounds that it makes, so like, you know, like I heard the floor creaking, it may do that. This is good. This is very different because, you know, not a lot of time that you actually spend in your home sitting and just listening to, you know, what's going on in it. So you really get, you know, in tune with your home and the noises that it makes.
Yeah.
Well, we're here tonight to, we're going to go into all these rooms, and, you know, we obviously haven't been affected by anything yet, that we know of anyway, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm not
And it also
intimidated in any way, so I have no problem going into any room and, you know.
and I've been that way, and it's really, we've had no effect.
No.
As far as, you know, nothing negative or
Okay.
stuff like that over the years. But,
So it just mainly seems to be set.
it's mostly set has been done. And like I've said in the past, we've seen him turn on a dime and become like almost, I've told all the people, I even told the judge I've been involved in probate court involved in him, and I even told them that he turns like an exorcist type kid when he turns. I mean, like he did get on elevator, remember? He was upset, and all of a sudden you see him, he turns and he'd be like, F you and F you, man. And then when he's all done, he doesn't even realize like nothing happened.
He doesn't even recall doing anything?
No, he don't recall anything. I mean, he can flip on a dime, and it's not just a kid being a punk over his ass and just swearing at somebody. He's really just becoming another person for a brief time.
What I say it was out there, 74?
It's cold in
You
here.
really should have uncoiled this cable.
Oh.
I don't know, I'm in a draft
I
or
got two
else
hands.
it's, it feels a lot colder than that.
It does feel colder, but actually it says 77 in here.
Well, I'm actually getting chills in here right now.
It is cooler, 76, 77.
I mean, I'm literally, I don't know if you can see, but look at it.
Yeah, look, mine too.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, this room is definitely, it's
What are the meters reading?
alright, what's the temperature I said out there? 74?
74.
Okay, it's 77 degrees in here, yet I feel like my whole body's got like a chill to it.
Yeah,
my upper torso.
I get that a lot. I think it's just.
Look at his arms.
I'm actually on the verge of
He looks
shivering
like a
right
porcupine. And yet,
I just walked in here and I got chills.
You know, I get that on a regular. I think it's me when I go in there. I get the same thing.
we're at 78 degrees in here, okay, as opposed to out there. So this is supposed to be hotter in here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, since we're dealing with static, okay, I'm gonna put this on. What this is the PX. This works off of temporal and electromagnetic field changes, and when it senses a fluctuation, there's a 2,400 word database in here. It will say a word associated with that fluctuation. That's sensing something. The temperature leveled off at 77. I'm getting 0 milligauss. There's absolutely no EMF in this room. This whole house is actually pretty tight.
And I've never really experienced anything quite like that before.
There is a mirror behind you, Peter.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not even looking in the mirror.
Alright, I'm just
but I
saying.
feel like something's watching me. I don't feel comfortable in this room, and I really don't want to stay in this room much
were you all
longer,
right
to be
now?
honest with you.
Hey, were you all right now? He had a fit there one day, and he tore that wood right off that door. A piece of wood right there, so showing.
76 in the closet, 77.
He always wanted to go into that closet, close it off.
Yeah, there's absolutely no EMF in this house at all. So, all right, the reason why you feel, you know, that you know, your hair stands up and everything, it's a static electricity. But this should be registering that, which it's not. I'll get wild temporal fluctuations in here. Like you know, like we started out there 74. We come in here, it's going from 76 to 79. And it's just going up and down, up and down.
Still nervous. I still don't want to be in here.
Okay, you staying here alone with a camera? We're gonna go downstairs. No, I'll do it. I'd like to probably do that.
Strange.
I'll sit here.
How he feels is that's how the kid feels.
It seems to me the further you get over this way into this corner of the room, the more uncomfortable I get. I don't know if it's just me.
Isn't that where Christine saw the...
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you get further over and it's just like you just don't want to be in here. When I had my back to that wall, that's when I really felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's how I'm standing right now.
Yeah.
The closet area ain't too much better. I don't understand the reason behind
whatever
it.
could be in here zap the strength out of you in the course of a day.
I don't feel that it's like strength. You know what it could possibly be? It would probably weigh you down to feel like this all the time.
That's what it does with me. That's what I'm trying to get to.
You know what I'm saying? Like just from, let's say you go outside in the cold and you start shivering, your body's actually working. You're burning calories. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. If you try to sleep in here, you subconsciously you're doing this all night. You're shivering and you got this. Your hair standing up. You're gonna wake up like unrested.
He does this all night long, Seth.
Okay, let me get this rolling here. On. Wait.
Yeah, actually, I'm getting. Yeah.
Okay, this is EVP session number 2. We're still in the child's room. Peter and I are still feeling the chills. Bonnie's here. She's not feeling it, but it may be because she's used to the environment in the house. We're not sure about that yet. But definitely Peter and myself are reacting, and she's going to ask some questions now, so maybe she can provoke a reaction, okay? And feel free whenever.
Seth's not here. Do you wish Seth to be here? If you could just let me know. Do you miss Seth? Why are you here with Seth? We're not here to hurt you. We want to help. We want to know why Seth is afraid to stay in here. Can you make a noise?
That's movement in the hallway.
That's me.
Okay, I'll play this back. 2-minute session.
Yeah, that's why I've been seeing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Not sure. It could be dust, but you know, until we really review it, we
Alright, I'm gonna play this one back.
don't know.
Okay, this is EVP session number 2. We're still in the child's room. Peter and I are still feeling the chills. Bonnie's here. She's not feeling it, but it may be because she's used to the environment in the house. We're not sure about that yet. But definitely Peter and myself are reacting, and she's going to ask some questions now, so maybe she can provoke a reaction, okay? And feel free whenever.
Seth's not here. Do you wish Seth to be here? If you could just let me know.
Yeah, I heard more talking. It was
Yeah.
right near the
Yeah,
end.
right
There's,
near
there's
the
something
end.
going tap, tap,
Yep,
tap.
I heard it.
What's this?
Yeah.
That will clear up quite a bit
What's this right
when we put it into
Yeah.
the software.
Like,
Plus,
it's
we can
concentration
bring them out because they're actually on a different frequency than our own vocal range.
No,
He's in pointer mode.
I just don't want to be in this room. I really don't want to be in this room. I'm freezing cold. I'm shivering.
I'm getting it too. I'm going
Man.
hot, cold. I'm getting hair standing on end, and it's just this room.
It just keeps coming in waves. It's
I
just
do
like
get that reaction myself.
it's unbelievable.
All right, good.
What is below here? Another.
This is the
Oh,
garage.
Oh, the garage is down here.
we're
The playroom
over the
is back
garage.
The
It's
playroom's
spare
down there?
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Playroom
wanna
is directly below here.
Yeah.
Right.
you wanna try and go in the playroom and see if we get the same
Yeah,
feelings down there?
yeah. Let's do that. We're in the playroom in the basement towards the back of the house. When I first came through the door I got a chill, but now
Yeah.
over here I'm fine. just like coming through the doorway, but the strange thing is, I can't explain it. It's not. See, I'm still getting chills down here. It's 74 degrees, so it's cooler down here. But I can't really explain. I'm just uneasy.
Was that?
That's me.
That was you?
I'm too close to the wall. Here's my pack hit.
Oh.
Oh yeah, watch out for that too. The strange thing is, when I turn that way with my back to the closet,
Yeah.
that's when I start feeling uneasy. So if there is anyone down here who would like to make their presence known, we don't mean you any harm.
The outside sensor light just came on for a second and then went back off again. It's really strange.
I usually don't do that.
Yeah, we were just wondering if anybody went outside.
If there's a cat or a dog.
To my knowledge, now I'm gonna take a walk around the house to see if anybody's out in the yard.
Well, the light came on though, didn't it? Before?
Received.
Come on, Michael, if you're here, make this box say my name or somebody's name that's in this room. Chris?
What did I say before? I said something else.
3. Michael, if you're here, say my name. Greg. Loud and clear.
I said that one. That was Greg.
All right. We need to. We're trying to figure out what your last name is, Michael. All right, Michael. Why are you here? Yeah, I'm Greg. Are you stuck here? Do you want to cross over, Michael? Yes. It might have said
Yes,
Seth.
yes or yes.
Yes,
I
or
said
Seth.
yes or
It
Seth.
might have been Seth.
I heard yes.
You heard yes?
What about Seth? Is he your friend? Is he your friend? Are you the one that Seth is seeing upstairs in the rooms and in the shower? You keep saying Seth. What about Seth? Do you want Seth here?
that was right.
Yeah.
I thought I
It's
heard
like,
that.
Do you want Seth to
Almost
come
whisper.
here? He knows me or something like
Yeah,
that.
he knows me, yes.
Seth knows you? He knows who you are? Was Seth your schoolmate?
Somebody
Alright,
kept
well that's
referring
something to look into.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me stop this recorder so Rob doesn't have a million hours of audio to go through. It scans through the stations. We've had this box say each of our names in succession one time.
Really?
Yeah, this thing, we got some incredible stuff out of this. You obviously you have to be making contact, or you're just going to get random gibberish out of there. But once you establish contact, for some reason it's easier for them to manipulate the sound in this. And then sometimes because of that noise that in the background, that's a full spectrum of sound. So they use that to create EVP. So you'll hear one sound on here, but it continues what you can't hear. It's quick. You got to develop an ear for it. Rob's the best one at picking this out, but That's why we record it, because we play it back. And we can get the question and we get the answer. Like I said, it goes by so quick, sometimes you don't realize what it's saying.
You're pretty sure it said that though, huh?
Yeah.
I heard it the one time.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Seth? What's your association with Seth? What about Seth? Do you want Seth to live here and stay here all the time? No.
No.
Huh? Did I say no? I thought I heard that chicken thing.
Yep. Why don't you like Seth? Why do you want Seth to go? Hurts me? Seth hurts you? What about you? Who are you? What is your name? You need to give me your name. Why won't you give me your name? Mike?
Michael?
Mike.
That's what I am.
Yeah.
Is your name Michael?
Your name, Michael?
What's your last name?
I'll burn it off.
What's your last name? Help me.
Really?
What's the matter? What do you need help with? Michael, I can't help you if you don't work with me. You need to tell me what your last name is. It's saying things right there, and we're not going to know what it said until it gets played back.
Yeah.
I'm not that quick with it.
But it's definitely something that's, huh?
Murray? Is that your last name, Murray? What do you need help with, Michael? How old are you? 8.
Oh, my
Really?
God.
Did you hear that?
Wow. Come on.
You're 8 years old?
What do you say? It says something.
No. Yeah. You need to give me a yes or a no. Are you 8 years old?
Yes. I heard
That was
that.
yes.
I heard that. Clearly.
No, again. It just said yes again.
Wow.
Well, but like I said, you don't know if they're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts to get really beyond coincidental.
Is that
after
confirming
a
that
while.
there's something in here?
We don't know. We're not going to be able to
I mean,
tell that until we put all of this evidence together.
yeah.
Michael, is that your last name? Can you tell me your last name again? Can you say Greg?
What did he just say?
I thought I
Sorry,
said.
just Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that, Greg.
Yeah.
You say Peter. And that's weird. When it says his name, it says Peter. It doesn't say Peter. It says
Oh.
Peter.
Like an
Like
accent.
the
with his
accent.
Yeah. You hear that?
Yeah.
What was it?
Something in that room. Michael, is that you moving things in the other room?
Wow.
What?
I'm getting the most ridiculous chills right up the back of my neck
Really?
right now.
Michael, are you near Peter? I heard the tap.
I'm getting freezing cold. Put your flashlight on me right now. Can you see?
Huh.
See the goosebumps?
Good, that camera's right on you too.
Yeah. The most ridiculous chills
Michael,
just
are you
went through
here
me.
right now? Come on, work with me.
And now they're going away. Yeah, now I'm back to normal again. All of a sudden I got the most ridiculous
You're right on the camera too.
chills, yeah.
Huh.
Are they moving around up there? I keep hearing tapping in that back bedroom.
I'm hearing the motion. I'm hearing, yeah, it sounds like cardboard. I'm hearing that.
Yeah. Tap, 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 and it'll stop, and tap, 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 and then stop.
We don't have any camera in there either.
No, we don't, unfortunately.
Alright, we are in the master bedroom. This is the grandparents of Seth. They sleep in here. Let us see if I can set this flashlight up where we could possibly get something to communicate with us. Okay. Get my stuff off the bed so I don't disrupt the vibration of it. Okay, we're in the master bedroom. I'm not sure if who or whatever is tormenting Seth ever comes in this room or not. But nevertheless, we are in here. Again, if there is anyone in this room besides Chris and I, and you want to make yourself known, let me know. So, there are people coming up the stairs, and it's probably going to interrupt what we're doing here. But, if there's anybody in this room, come to the sound of my voice and that light will light up.
Where are we going now?
And here comes the rest of the
No,
group.
we're in.
Over here.
We're over here in the master bedroom.
We just did a ghost box. How do you guys getting anything?
Nothing.
We just did a ghost box session downstairs, and we got a name, and it sounded like Mike Murray, and it kept saying Seth, 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 and
What was saying? The radio?
ghost box, yeah.
box was saying Seth?
yeah, it kept saying Seth, 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 and then I said, "What about Seth?" I said, "What's your name?" And it said Michael, and then I said, "Okay, well, I want your last name," and it sounded like to me it said Murray.
Okay.
And I also asked the age, and I think twice it said 8.
Okay.
So there might be an 8-year-old named Mike Murray in this house. So we're gonna look into association now with Seth's friends from school.
Right.
You know, we have to confirm that it's Murray. I mean, we might play that back, and it might be a different name, Mick Murray or something like that, which will make a difference in. You know, obviously you're going to be looking for the wrong people.
Right.
You know, you don't want to grasp at straws. We want to go for a target. That's just what I got out of it was Murray. So I'm thinking, let's go into Seth's room and do a ghost box session in there and see what we come up with.
Okay. Well,
I think it'll be worth it.
we sat in there for quite a while. We could hear you guys downstairs, but we asked plenty of questions.
Yeah.
We heard a few little thumps and things like
Yeah,
that.
well,
but
we were hearing taps.
Yes.
Sound like cardboard. There's a cardboard box down there with a fan in it, and it sounds like somebody was tapping on the cardboard. I heard a little bit of shuffling while we were doing
Well,
the
I
ghost
was
box
asking
session.
to tap, and I was specifically saying tap 3 times, so we know.
Yeah,
You know,
well, I
'cause
think
once
we
or
were
twice,
getting it downstairs.
anything can make a noise once
Because
or
we
twice.
did. It was like 3 or 4 times.
That's what I
second
heard. I
time.
said I heard tapping, and it came in a succession of 3s,
Really?
and then it would stop.
I'm wondering
And
if
then
we
it
were
started
getting
again.
your tapping from
Yeah,
downstairs.
because
Is that
we
what
were-
you,
and I
you were
said-
tapping?
It seemed like
I
you
know.
cleared
We were
up.
asking.
Oh, okay.
I said if
So I
you
didn't know
were.
if you were saying that.
I said if there's
tapping.
anyone in here that wants to let themselves be known,
Yeah.
I said tap 3 times. I said
Yeah.
to let us know that you're here. I said that several times.
And that's what we were hearing downstairs.
Could be that you guys were interrogating basically downstairs, and we were
It
doing the
left.
same. upstairs, and
It seemed like it left. I went into the other room and I got a couple of hits on it, and then it was just nothing. It was just blank, just kind of gibberish coming through.
We were up here quite a while, and I didn't feel any kind of.
But now, provided we're not being lied to, and let's say this is an 8-year-old,
Yeah.
we have to think on an 8-year-old's level. I wonder if we should put a ball out.
Yeah, that's moving.
Yeah, because that's the tree.
Once again, this is Jared, and I am in the kid's bedroom in the back, Seth's room. This is the room we were in earlier. Chris is coming in right now.
Okay, where do you want the flashlight on the bed?
Yeah, we'll set it up on the bed if you want. You want to set it up on that dresser right there?
Yep, I can do that.
All right, Chris is going to set up the flashlight.
That was my stomach just now.
Okay.
Already started.
All right, can you see the flashlight right here?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Because I can't. It's dark right here for me, so I know it's in this general area though. All right. We're not really going to get much for EVP in here because Greg's downstairs doing the same thing, talking and investigating as well with Peter and the rest of the family here. But again, we're back in Seth's bedroom. It's the bedroom we were just in a few minutes back, where Peter was feeling uneasy and Greg was getting the goosebumps. I don't know, I feel okay. I don't really sense anything right now. But nevertheless, we're here. We got the flashlight set up. We're going to try and see if maybe we can get this flashlight to show us that someone is in here with us. So, if there is anybody in this room besides Chris and I, can you come as close to the sound of my voice as possible? I'm not going to hurt you. I would hope you'd feel the same about us. But if you can come as close as you can, this light that's over here could possibly light up and let me know that you're here with us. So, again, I ask you if you can, come as close to the sound of my voice as possible. Reach out for us. Touch me.
I heard that tapping sound.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's acorns though.
Well, just for the record, we heard a little noise behind Chris somewhere in the hall or beyond, we're not sure. She made a good point. There are acorns dropping all over the place out in the property here, so at any moment an acorn could hit the roof and bounce and make some noise. So just little bumps we kind of have to discredit because it could be
That was
anything.
my stomach.
And Chris has got a monster in her belly saying that she needs to be fed. My monster will start growling pretty soon too because it's getting late and I'm getting hungry. But anyway, again, this is Seth's room, and whoever is tormenting Seth, I'm asking you to come forth and show yourself or make yourself known. Come to me. Who knows, maybe I can help you. Can you reach out and touch me? Can you move something? Can you bang on something? If you can bang on something 3 times, then I'll know you're here. I'll know you're trying to get a hold of us.
That was my stomach, sorry. That's me moving.
Can you knock 3 times on something that will make noise so I know you're here? I need to hear 3 knocks. Excuse me, 3 knocks.
You know what, Jared, do you have your cell phone on you?
Yeah.
Do you want to try one technique that Rob wanted to do was to play like gospel music? You can put on Pandora and just choose like gospel.
Gospel. Alright. Let me turn my audio on.
Now, you remember on this wall, this is where we had kind of like when I was taking the picture.
Yeah.
Did you get anything on there? Have you? I didn't notice if you took any video right there on that spot.
I haven't really focused on that spot yet.
And we were also, we could see some kind of reflection. Oh, you know what? It might have been that clock. It looks like a clock right there. I think that's the reflection that we, yes, that's it. There was something on that wall that was behind Peter that we were getting.
Okay, what's a good gospel?
I just typed in gospel and it came up as a category.
Contemporary gospel or gospel?
Just regular gospel, it came up.
Gospel classics?
Classics, yeah. Try that.
This is like new gospel.
Is it?
Yeah. Let's try a different thing. Okay. We've got gospel music, music of gods, Christian gospel music playing. I'm not sure if that affects anything in here or anyone, but
do you think it's too loud that they can hear it down there?
I don't know. Make up your mind, huh?
Sorry. I just don't want it to interfere if they're doing it easy too, so I can hear them talking.
Hallelujah. It's not as loud anymore.
If you don't like that sound, make that flashlight light up. Just walk over to it if you want us to turn the music off.
If you don't like the music, come as close to the music as you can, and maybe we can turn it off for you.
I have missed on it. Sorry if you heard that.
Are you in here? Can you hear us? Can you hear this music? Do you like it? Or do you want it turned off? Can you come to the sound of the music as close as you can? Maybe I'll get away from it. Maybe I'm distracting you. Let me take a step back and go into this precarious corner here. I don't really feel what...
I'm not feeling anything.
Yeah, I don't really feel what they were feeling earlier. I mean, I don't know if it's something that's just following the owners of this house or what. I'm not sure, but I don't get the sensation that they were getting.
What if, can you put something of Seth's over there? Like one of his toys? I know on the bureau there's one of his toys.
Okay,
Just grab like one of the kids, just something of his, you know, something that he plays with.
I don't know if he plays with this, but it's interesting. It's a little horse carved out of stone of some sort. Okay. Whitney Houston, that's not classic.
No, that's not classic.
It said classic gospel, but Whitney Houston's playing. Anyway, we've got something of Seth's on the end table here, and if that bothers somebody or interests somebody else other than Chris and I, why don't you go over to it, touch it.
How about you move that little toy that's over there on the nightstand? Not you.
Yeah. Not much going on here.
No, nothing from the flashlight.
You want to go over into the other bedroom there and see if maybe
Yeah, we can do that.
Throughout our many investigations, Oracle Paranormal has received a multitude of paranormal evidence, including EVP, audible vocalizations, object manipulation, to unexplained pictures and video. Whether it be paranormal or just physics playing tricks on us, we have hardcore evidence that cannot be explained through common knowledge, and we're seeking answers. This is Oracle Paranormal's Paranalysis.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the show. For those of you out there who don't know who I am, my name is Greg Best. I'm the founder of Oracle Paranormal Research Society. We're based in Danielson, Connecticut. This show here is a way that we can, it's a format that we can showcase our evidence from investigations, as well as behind-the-scenes stuff that you don't normally get to see, either because time constraints for the video, or just some extras that did hit the cutting room floor. So we're going to go over this evidence and let you guys take a peek at what we did find there, as opposed to what we didn't. We'll talk about some of the experiences that we had there while we were there. So we're going to go over these things tonight on the show, and it's also going to be incorporated into the end of the video for the TV show. Yeah, on the phone, on the Skype line here, we got Rob Harrington. He's the audio tech for the group, and he gets the daunting task of a million hours of audio to go through, and that's if he doesn't find any EVP. When he does find the EVP, it takes him another half an hour cleaning that up or whatever. So I'm going to run over right now, just for those of you who are unfamiliar with the case. We're gonna do a lot of video clips tonight. Not a whole lot, but we got quite a few video clips here. We got about 3 of them anyway. I think the longest one's 10 minutes, but we got to show these, just so everybody's on the same page and they know what's going on. So you can comment appropriately on them. All right, that was the interview from the house in Putnam, Connecticut. There. Well, anyway.
Oh, Peter. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Anyway, while we were upstairs, we were in the Seth's bedroom of this home. Soon as Peter and I walked in there, our hair just stood right up on our arms, and felt like it felt like the air was charged with like a huge static electricity. And as we were speaking about this, the owner come in and he said, "Yeah, I get the same thing when I go in there." And it was only this room. In certain areas of the room, it kind of felt like waves. As you were walking through the room, you get waves of static electricity. And I believe we got it on the camera, the live feed there, where you could see the hair on his arms was standing up like crazy. It was just reflecting the atmosphere in the room, and I'll tell you, I know it's personal experience there. Hey, Sweet Note's in the house. What's going on, Sweet? I know it's personal experience, but the coincidence with that personal experience is the fact that the owner has the same issue, and that is the room where Seth is most uncomfortable in. So it kind of coincides with what they're saying. The K2 and the EMF meter was just flatlined the whole way. So we went around the house, we did our thing, and we did an investigation. We hit each room, and we hit it pretty hard with just about everything that we had. So the interesting thing that happened, I know a lot of you out there don't believe the ghost box, or you think it's just random whatever, but we've used this on many investigations, and we've come up with some great evidence over this device.
And we learn to, you know, we don't put full faith into it, but we've learned to trust what's coming out of it, because some of it, well, not all of it, but some of it that comes out of this box is really so non-coincidental that, and it pertains to the case at hand, that you have to pay attention to it a little bit. And we don't really draw any conclusions based on that box, but what comes out of it is just amazing sometimes. And I do have another clip here, and this is what we got. This is what we got from the ghost box, and I put the words up on the screen so that you can see what we believe that the box is saying, and you know, you'll hear it yourself. But let me get back to my movie file here.
Yeah, Peter just texted me. He's listening. He just can't get in the chat or whatever. I guess it's his connection.
Peter's going through his cell phone. He's having a hard time with that. Yeah. Anyway, Peter was in that room with me, and we had that experience. And right now, what I'm going to run is a file here, and this is 6 minutes and 44 seconds, and this is probably the best stuff that came from this investigation. I believe Rob's going through all the audio.
Yep,
and yeah, there is a couple of class C at best EVP in there, but they're really not worth doing anything with. You can't, you know, you can tell that they're EVP, but you cannot tell what they're saying, what it pertains to. So it's kind of useless information. So it's I mean, you know, everybody has a certain amount of level of paranormal activity in their home, and I don't feel that this case exceeds that. But I'm gonna play this one here, and I'm gonna let you just make your own judgment call on this one. I thought it was pretty amazing, and keep in mind that the woman's name that was sitting next to me on the couch is Bonnie. So you're gonna see that name come up in the video. Alright, so check this video out, and we'll have some final thoughts on this case, and we'll move on to the next one.
No, we don't, unfortunately.
Alright, so that actually was intended to be the live cam, but we had a little issue with the camera in the basement over there, so you know, I'm glad you guys got to finally see that part of it. But like I said, you know, personal experience really doesn't prove anything. This ghost box really doesn't prove anything either. And when you have personal experience and hard evidence in the ghost box, and all of this confirms each other, that's when you've got something really going on, like Mock's Big River level. The stuff that thing comes out with. I mean, Bonnie, it's me. It said, and then it said Mike, and then it said Murray, and then it sung Mike Murray's dead. We gave the homeowners the name Mike Murray. I'm sure they looked into it, so we'll know when we go over there to give them their copy of the video and the evidence that we came up with, and we'll know a little bit more about if they came up with anything or not. That'd be pretty intriguing, though, if they found out that, you know, that there is a Mike Murray that was involved. You know, we do what we can on these cases. Sometimes, I mean, you can't label this case as closed either, because what it is the fact that, you know, we go into these places and we do our best to investigate and pull out any paranormal evidence possible there. Most of the time when you have incidents in your home, you're having these incidents because they want to make contact, they have something to say. And when we go in there and we say, hey, listen, we can get your message out for you. You know, work with me, work with these tools that we have, and communicate with us. A lot of times we get the communication that we're asking for because that's what they want from the other side.